Alright, good morning everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing the January 2023 dev update because I can and because Twitch is down, so I can't stream today. But I haven't looked at this at all. The only thing I've seen is night tweaks and nerf buffs. I haven't read into them, but I know they're happening. So let's go ahead and start. Happy New Year. The team is back from holidays and we've brought a new developer update with us. In this series of posts, we cover all the biggest upcoming changes to Dead by Daylight. We have many quality of life improvements up our sleeves, so without further ado, let's kick 2023 off with a bang. Survivor Activity HUD. So I know we've already seen a bit of this from the Twitter? The sneak peek they showed us. It's no secret that playing with friends may improve your odds of survival, you think? Communication can at times make the difference between life and death. Solo survivors need to work extra hard to keep up, often sacrificing perk slots for crucial information that could easily be shared between players in a call. Yeah, they can, and that's a big problem that we need to fix, which hopefully they are. I guess they are. Last year, we shared an early design for a system that would help bridge the gap between solo survivors and pre-made groups. The response to this idea was positive, so we've been ironing out the details and working on it behind the scenes since. We're happy to say that this system will be debuting in the 6.5.0 update. Hell yeah! Each survivor will now display their action next to their portrait. These actions include repairing a generator, opening a gate, very nice, healing, mending, or recovering, awesome, cleansing, blessing a totem, searching a chest, there's not really point to that, killer-specific actions, e.g. snapping out of it, wiki, really? Oh, that's really nice. That's really, really nice. This not only gives you vital information to plan your next move, but also gives you some visibility on what your teammates are doing to build camaraderie between you and your fellow survivors. These actions are only visible among survivors. Okay, I don't know why they wouldn't be. Killers won't be told what you're doing at all times. Yeah, that would be terrible for the game. Beyond actions, we have added a new indicator to signify that a survivor is in a chase. Previously, it was only possible to tell when the obsession was being chased due to the twitching icon. Going forward, any survivor that is being chased will have a small set of entity claws surrounding their portrait. Oh my god, beautiful. Well, the obsession will always have a larger set of entity claws around their portrait, keeping the effect visually similar. Unlike your current activity, the killer also sees who they are chasing, making it possible to distinguish two similarly dressed survivors. Amazing. Beautiful. Perfect. Awesome. I've been wanting that for a while. Especially, I really like the little entity claws. You can see it here on the Jeff. Finally, we've added a new health state to show survivors being carried by the killer. Previously, the carried survivor would be shown in the dying state. This could be confusing for newer players who are looking at the orb of a dying teammate. I never knew I wanted that until now, but I love that. I really, really love that. That sounds amazing. Why these actions? The goal with this feature is solely to bridge the gap between solo survivor and pre-made groups. Awesome. All this information can easily be conveyed between friends in a call, but not between solo survivors without these perks. Absolutely right. Therefore, this information will not make a coordinated group any stronger than before. We specifically want to avoid anything that could give already coordinated groups an advantage, which they did, such as showing a survivor's exact location. Due to the procedural nature of Dead by Daylight maps, callouts like these can be hazy at times, so pinpointing an exact location could give even pre-made groups an advantage. We hope you'll find this decision to be the fairest option for bridging the gap. We will closely be monitoring the impact this change had on solo survivors, pre-made groups, and overall gameplay. We look forward to hearing from you once you've all had a chance to try it out. Okay, so just thoughts on this. Amazing. Perfect. I don't see any problems with this. That seems great. Anyone who complains about this is just cringe. Updated wiggle mechanics. Wait, they're changing it? Updated wiggle system was the first feature to... Because I know they changed it, but are they changing it again? What happened? Since its introduction, we've collected feedback from countless games around the internet. Roughly 83% of players are currently opted into the wiggle beta, as they should be. You can just wiggle faster. It's better than normal. The time has come for the system to be officially integrated into the game. As a result, the wiggle beta will disappear from the beta tab in the 6.5.0 update. There's a couple changes that will be made before this goes live. We are removing faster wiggle... Come on, man, I just said that. We're removing faster wiggle progression from great skill checks. Hitting all great skill checks could shave up a whole second. While this sounds small, it could be the difference between wiggling free and getting hooked. Rather than increasing wiggle speed... Ooh, great skill checks will increase the amount killers sway while wiggling you by 20%. Great skill checks in zone have also been increased in size since they are now less impactful. Good skill checks, on the other hand, still bump the killer, but 50% less than was previously normal. Wow. So if you miss, they basically have Iron Grasp, and if you hit it, you basically have Nerf Boil Over. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. I guess I'm glad that the time will always be the same now, and you won't have to hope that they miss skill checks, but... it was kind of cool. Second, we've added a new sound for non-attempts, i.e. not, attempting to hit a skill check at all. Previously, this would play the skill the miss skill check sound, which can be a little intense when played over and over if you decide not to wiggle. Thank God. I've been complaining about this every time I've decided not to wiggle. This one will be much more subtle. Beautiful, perfect, I'm creaming. There. We've cleaned up the new system's interaction with Decisive Strike. Previously, wiggle skill checks would start immediately after the Decisive Strike skill check. It's got a lot of people off guard and caused some confusion. It's now a short 0.5 second delay after the Decisive Strike skill check before wiggle checks disappear. You'll be credited a small amount of wiggle progression to make up for the added delay. What? So basically they give you progress to make up for the missed Dead by Day or Decisive Strike skill check. I mean, that's fine. Sure, I don't see why not. Better than nothing. The nurse. In the right hands, the nurse can no doubt be the strongest killer. Okay, she is the strongest killer in the game. My guy. Though she has a steep learning curve, not much can stand between a good nurse and the survivor she's trying to kill. Not even walls. Funny. Although it's been a while since we made any major changes to her, the nurse has steadily grown in power thanks to the introduction of new perks, making already strong playstyles even stronger. You think? This in large part comes down to the fact that her attacks are considered basic attacks, meaning they can benefit from a wide variety of perks. Oh, tell me they're doing it. Tell me they're doing it. Since the nurse can be threatening enough on her own, we've decided that it's time to make her blink attacks special attacks. This means they will no longer activate basic attack perks such as Starstruck, Hex, Noed, and so on. Next, we've added a sound cue when the nurse has fully regenerated all her blink charges. This way, you'll know when she's ready to blink again without having to keep an eye on the corner of your screen. Beyond that, we took some time to revisit the nurse's add-ons to add new effects, bringing strongest and weakest the bunch closer in line with the rest. Notably, any add-on that increases the nurse's maximum blink range has been replaced with a completely new effect. Wow, okay. So I thought the just making her blink attacks, special attacks were going to be what they would finish with. But making no more range add-ons? Damn. Nurse mains are mauling right now, crying in their grave. Okay, let's see. Badman's last breath. After hitting a survivor with a blink attack, nurse becomes undetectable for 25 seconds. This effect can only be triggered once every 45 seconds. I mean, it could do without the cooldown, or make it like maybe 10 seconds. I don't know. It seems a bit much. I guess it's fine. Generator's last breath. Once all blinks have been exhausted, the nurse may teleport back to her original position. When she returns to her original position, all blink charges are restored. Wow. That's very nice. I like that a lot. And they're changing all these add-ons down here. Spasmodic breath will also receive new audio and visual feedback to make it clear when the effects are active. Awesome. Alright. The Knight. Oh boy. Knight and his guards have been patrolling the realm for a little over a month now. We've been combing through your feedback all the while. I hope so. One recurring piece of feedback we received is about how the Knight's power is best used in loops rather than over long distances. While this is a totally valid way to use this power, we'd like to make it more appealing to use your power in different ways. We made a few changes aiming to make longer paths more powerful. Beautiful. First, the orb survivors see when the killer is creating a path will shrink with distance, disappearing completely when the path is longer than 10 meters. Beautiful. Awesome. Perfect. This will make it more difficult for survivors to avoid a guard before they become active. The killer will still need to predict where the survivor will go. Second, after creating a path longer than 10 meters, the Knight will gain the haste status effect for a few seconds. The longer the path, the longer the movement speed bonus will last. Please don't be like 2 seconds maximum. This aims to help the killer catch up after using his power. Third, guards will move to the position they spotted a survivor and begin chasing faster depending on the length of the control. Like the haste, only paths longer than 10 meters will benefit from this. Beyond promoting longer paths, we've increased the instant generator aggression from guards to 5%. Oh, to 5%. Okay. I was thinking, what? So they doubled it, but it's still bad. Guards will no longer activate generator damaging perks. Okay, that still doesn't really do anything. The only reason you'd use that is to block gens, pretty much. Last we have the admire. Oh, okay. Last we have to admire the creative ways some of you have used the Knight's power. Rather than just locking down or aggressively chasing survivors, some of you have discovered that you can start drawing a path and not move to hide your terror radius, particularly near a hooked survivor. While the efficiency of doing this is debatable, it doesn't exactly suit his playstyle. So if we add a 10-second limit to his I'm fine with that. That's fine. This gives enough time to not be Damn it, I can't speak. This gives not time, but it will put a hard limit on how long you can stay still and hide your terror radius. Okay, so just first thoughts on that. Good. I don't see anything bad with this. It doesn't change anything about how he plays in loops. It just changes, like... See, the thing is, they encourage you to make longer paths with this, but they still didn't increase... Unless I'm missing something, they don't increase how long your paths can go, which I think is a big problem. There's no point, because his paths just don't go far enough. And in my opinion, they just don't go far enough to encourage anything else but using them in loops. Alright. Eyrie of Crows. Last year, the Forsaken Boneyard appeared in the Entities realm alongside the Portrait of Murder chapter. You've given us a lot of feedback on the surreal landscape. We've prepared some gameplay adjustments for the Eyrie of Crows, which will launch from this launch in this upcoming patch. Many players reported that the map felt survivor-sided. Did they now? You think? This is something we can back up looking at our data. To remedy this, the map will be changing shapes rather than a long rectangle. It'll be roughly square, allowing killers to patrol generators more easily. The change in shape also reduces the overall size of the map slightly. Okay, so just for its thought... Wait, there's a new tile! I see that! Hold on, okay, I'm not getting ahead of myself. Additionally, maze tiles, stronger tiles made up of tall walls, have been moved away from the main building and shack, making it harder to combine them in strong loops. Amazing, perfect, awesome. Last but certainly not least, several new tiles have been added to the map. Multiple existing tiles have had new foliage to add in strategic places to allow trapping killers to better hide their traps. Keep an eye out as you explore. I love that. That's amazing. There's nothing wrong here. This is only good news. Everything they listed here is perfect, I think. We hope you'll find the new Eyrie of Crows to be much more experience for both sides. Much more even experience, excuse me. Yeah, look at that new tile too. That looks really nice. Hell yeah. And they got some grass in there. Alright, in-game challenge tracker. You've all been there. You're not quite sure if you've finished your challenge or not. You spend the rest of the day match questioning, was it 5 totems or 4? Doubt starts to creep in, but you lie to yourself and say, no, it was 5. When the match ends, you find yourself just shy of the goal. Never again. We're adding a challenge tracker during the match. This widget will appear at set intervals as you make progress on an active challenge. You can choose to toggle between 2 settings that will indicate... Oh, sorry. I totally misread that. That will indicate progression on a challenge as well as its completion. No more guessing. If you prefer to keep your screen clear, this widget can be turned off in the options menu. Hell yeah! It's really cool. I'm really glad they added it. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with this. This is just really nice. Very cool. Alright. Game flow improvements. Ooh, got any cool stuff? Speaking of challenges, if you've ever queued up for a match before realizing that you didn't have a challenge selected, you'll know that you're forced to make... Wait. I'm gonna end this fucking recording. I don't care. I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna cut anything out either. We make it all in one go. You'll know that you're faced with two choices. Keep queuing and play the next match without a challenge, or back out and select one. Starting in 6.5.0, there's a thing... This is a thing of the past. You can now browse the archives in the store while searching for a match. The searching for a match indicator will stay in the bottom right corner of the screen as you browse. You'll be able to spend blood points in the blood web as you want. New for our killer players, you'll also be able to customize your non-selected killers while you wait for a match to start. Note the killer you will enter the match with will be the killer you started the search with. As always, returning to the main menu will automatically cancel your search. If you get something you're... Wait, really? That's so nice. I knew they said they would do that they would do this in the, I believe, Iridescent. God damn. Anniversary stream. That's really cool. I'm really happy about that. Merciless Killer. Oh my god, are they making Adept easier? Finally, we have a small update to the Merciless Killer ratings. These ratings are currently tied to the grade system, where a double pip earns you a Merciless Killer result, and the corresponding Adept Killer achievement. Yeah, that's terrible. It's absolutely awful and terrible. Killer Adepts are so god-awful to do. Unfortunately, this means as your grade increases, it becomes harder to earn these achievements. Yep. Since the emblem system has transitioned to a monthly ladder, it no longer makes as much sense for match results to be based on them. I mean, yeah. To clean things up, the result you get after a match will now be tied directly to kills. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, yeah. Very nice. 0 kills, 1, 2, 3, 4. This change, the requirement for Merciless Killer rating is much clearer and remains the same regardless of your grade. This will also make Killer Adept achievements a similar level of difficulty to their Survivor counterparts. Yep. Much, much, much better. Iridescent Shard prices. A few months back, we announced that all non-licensed outfits would receive an option to purchase with Iridescent Shards roughly a month after they first appear in the store. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. Still. By extension, existing outfits will also receive Iridescent Shard options. but this is being done in batches of a few characters at a time. So far, we've added this option to outfits for Trapper, the Wraith, the Hillbilly, the Nurse, the Huntress, the Doctor, the Hag, Dwight, Claudette, Meg, Jake, Nia, David. We can reveal that the next characters to get this treatment will be Clown, the Spirit, Ace Visconti, and Fang Min. You can expect the Iridescent Shard prices to appear around the time the update releases on our platforms, not the PTV. Interesting. An update on cheating. 2022 is behind us. We wanted to leave you with a chart showing the number of cheaters banned each year since Dead by Daylight was released. What? Oh, okay, well that's kind of disheartening, but I guess they're getting their job done. I can't believe there's that many cheaters, holy shit. Why? The team is still hard at work finding and patching new vulnerabilities. I hope to share more information with you soon. With that, we've reached the end of the first developer update of the year. Everything we shared in this post will be available in the public test build starting tomorrow, and are planned to be released on all platforms later this month. Be sure to let us know what you think once you've had a chance to try them out. Until next time, the Dead by Daylight team. Okay, so I don't see anything negative with this dev update. Everything seems really nice. I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't change any perks around. Obviously, Eruption Overbind is a huge problem. We all know it. I'm a bit disappointed they didn't change any perks at all, but I don't know. Maybe there will be a second half copium of the dev update. I don't know. But that's my thoughts. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.